Hello, I have 3 recipe or meal ideas to share with you in this video. I made some Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, some chicken ranch wraps, and this egg roll bowl. They were all really yummy. So let's get started with the Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. So I used some very thin round steak because they were cheap at the grocery store. So you could use other cuts of meat that were probably a little bit higher quality, but these ended up being really good. I thought they were going to be tough, but they were really good. So I'm just obviously dicing up some onion there. And I am making this for 2 households, so for 5 adults. Just so you know why there's so much food. And then I cut up 2 green peppers. And then I'm going to saute the onion and the green peppers in a little bit of olive oil. And I do end up adding some Montreal seasoning to this. I just thought it needed some sort of spice. Montreal seasoning is my favorite go-to for everything. The favorite pre-mixed spice mix. And now I'm cutting up the round steak into strips. And then I'm just going to saute up these strips of steak. I do end up losing my patience and just adding all of it at once. Then I got some hoagie buns and I'm buttering them and putting on some garlic salt. And then I'm gonna toast them in a pan on the stovetop before I put it all in the broiler all together. And I used provolone and white American cheese on these. You could do really whatever your favorite cheeses are. I think provolone might be the standard, or is it Swiss? I'm not sure. But these were really, really delicious. They're fairly big, so you could probably, for each person, do a half of a sandwich, cut it in half. Yeah, these are the Philly cheesesteak sandwiches that we made recently. This is a very quick and easy meal idea for either lunch or dinner. These are chicken ranch wraps. I had pre-made or pre-baked the chicken with some Cajun seasoning on them, so now I'm just cubing them up, dicing them up, however big you want your chunks to be. And then I'm adding in some shredded lettuce. I also add in some cabbage as well. I like the texture of cabbage. And I'm throwing in some diced red onion. If you don't like onion, you could definitely leave this part out. And then I add some diced tomato as well. Try to get out the juices from it, being very messy. And I'm adding some ranch dressing. I used the Ken's Steakhouse. I think I got that because it was the cheapest one. I cannot remember, but I don't have a particular favorite ranch. I'm not a big ranch person, so. And then just give that all a good mixing, and then you can throw it on your wrap and wrap it up. That's the trickiest part, is wrapping the wrap. I think this would be great for lunches. You could take them to work. So yeah, that is the chicken ranch wraps. I was inspired by Natasha's kitchen. I will have her video linked below. It's an egg roll bowl. So we cut up some cabbage, julienned some carrots. I would definitely buy the matchstick carrots already pre-done because this was quite difficult. And then I browned the hamburger. I will leave her recipe again linked down below for exact measurements. I'm making this for 2 households again. And then I start sauteing up those carrots. I'm adding a couple pinches of salt and a couple dashes of pepper. And then I add the meat to the pot and get it all stirred up. Then I'm adding a few spoonfuls of minced garlic, a little more salt and pepper. I'm adding the soy sauce. Some ground ginger. I clearly did not measure. Probably could have used more ginger. I feel like everything could use more ginger. And then I add the sesame oil. This meal is so delicious, and it's low carb if you're following that sort of diet plan. I've made it a couple times now. Then I add the cabbage. It looks like a lot, but it really reduces down once you get it stirred in well. And then you can garnish it with whatever you feel like. You could use some chili sauce, some green onions, or some sesame seeds. This was really delicious. I love this one.